What's going on, guys? JPB Duel here. Once again, I would like to thank you guys very much for coming to my Twitch and supporting me. Yes, I do live stream on Twitch every day now from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I do have a Discord server as well. Both those links are going to be in the video description itself. So if you guys want to check me out when I go live, you can do so. Chat me up on Discord, do all kinds of stuff. With that being said, let's get on with the gameplay for today. So for this game, I am gonna fast forward this. I know that my opponent is playing Adamancipators, alright? Like, this is the hated deck after Drytron and Eldritch. Like, you have to sit there, wait for the whole combo to go through. Most of the times, most players, if they see Adamancipator players against them and they can't stop their combo, they insta-scoop. But I had a Nibiru in my hand, so I was hoping that, I could Nibiru his combo, but he sadly goes into Kokaimaru Guardian. So now I have to sit there and wait for his Kokaimaru Guardian to go off of the field. But sadly, he gets another Kokaimaru Guardian. So he goes into his bounce, his IP mask bounce, gets a Seeker, goes into his combo. So now I know he will have, what, a bounce plus the Borreload Savage on the field, maybe even an extra deck lock. So at this point, I was thinking about scooping. If he goes full combo, I probably would have scooped right there. But he does not go into a full combo. His combo has to end because the excavates that he got were not the, not the prime excavates. He had to play around certain things. So he goes into Gallant Granite, gets the Guardian off of the field. I instantly Nibiru him, make him use one of his Omnis. I know he has Omni, but that Omni is just a card negation. It's not a card destruction. So now he gets block, sets down one, and if you guys look at his field, 3 monster negates Apollo USA once per chain, 1 bounce with IP mask, and 1 Omni negate with 1 card set down. That set down card could be a Call by the Grave, could be a Forbidden, could be anything. So now it's my turn. I draw into a Drop Seize, right? So now I have to think, what can I do to bait out his Omni? So I try to bait out with the Prank his place. He does not take the bait. I normal out my Lamseys that I search off of place. He instantly goes into his Nightmare to bounce my Lamseys. And he activates the Block Dragon as Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2 Nightmare. I Call by the Grave the Block Dragon, hoping that he would use his Omni on my Call by the Grave. Sadly, my opponent is being really patient with his Omni Negate. So Block Dragon did get negated. No searches for him. I used Polymerization. That was my only play at this point. Polymerization, go into Rocket Ride. Thankfully, he did not negate this. I activate the graveyard activations of my Prank Kids, Chain Block with Rocket Ride in case he had like an Ash Blossom in his hand or something. So it's gonna resolve. Like I was even hoping that he would use his Apollo or his Omni Negate that he had on the field on my Rocket Ride, but he didn't. I get out my Lamseys and Roxys on the field, start going into my Link Climb. Chainlink 1 my Lamseys, Chainlink 2 plays, still hoping he would use his Omni. He doesn't, so Apollo USA will go down 500, which will leave it with only 2 monster negates. I go into my Doodle-Doo, Chainlink 1 my Roxys, Chainlink 2 Doodle-Doo, and then right here, he uses Apollo USA's negate to negate my Doodle-Doo search. So there's that, it's going to resolve. I'm going to banish the Nibiru that I have in my hand, and I was hoping to draw into a Raigeki or something, but I drew into a Maxi. Special out my Dropsies, go into Totally Awesome again. I started with a Polymerization, so I was able to go into Totally Awesome. So right here, guys, I did make a minor mistake. Right here, once this was set up, what I was thinking that, if I activate Rocket Ride, he would Omni my Rocket Ride, and then I could Totally Awesome. I completely forgot about the Apollo uses negate. I should have gone into battle phase right here, used my Doodle-Doo to kill off his Apollo USA, used my Totally Awesome to kill off his Nightmare, and then gone into my main phase 2 to continue on with my play. But I was being greedy, and I activated Rocket Ride right here to target 2 cards in my graveyard, and he chain links his Apollo USA. So his Omni Negate is still on the field. I cannot use my Totally Awesome because if I use Totally Awesome on Apollo USA, he would just use his Omni on my Totally Awesome. I have to keep my Totally Awesome for his Omni. So I attack into him, kill his stuff, activate Doodle-Doo, get myself a copy of Pandemonium, plus the Lamseys that I have in my graveyard, and set down my Pandemonium, end my turn. So I did this because once my Totally Awesome negates something and it goes to the graveyard, or if it's destroyed and goes to the graveyard, I can activate Totally Awesome in my graveyard to get a copy of Dropsies back into my hand. So my Pandemonium would still be able to go into my, Weather Washer. So he kills off my Totally Awesome. I activate Totally Awesome's graveyard activation. He does not negate this. He lets it go through. Like you guys see, he does have the negate. He doesn't negate this. I use my Pandemonium and he negates my Pandemonium. So sadly, no Weather Washer. But for the next turn, I still have a starter card in my hand. He uses the Kokaimaru Guardian. He shows me that he only has Doki Doki in his hand. So now I know what card he has in his hand, and I could safely go into my combo. I top deck a Polymerization, like pretty good top deck, not gonna lie. So I start going into my combo, right? I chain block my first graveyard activation with my place. Again, he doesn't have Ash in his hand. I know he has Doki Doki. Keep going in my combo, go up till Doodle Doo. He does not have anything that he can use to negate my stuff. So okay, right here, he did have Kokaimaru Guardian, right? So Kokaimaru Guardian does negate plus destroy. So what I did, I only activated the graveyard activation of Fancies. I did not chain block with my Doodle Doo. What I could have done, I could have chain link one Doodle Doo, chain link two my Fancies, but again, I literally had no card I need to search for off of Doodle Doo, so I did not activate my Doodle Doo. I only activated the graveyard activation of Fancies, hoping that it would use its Kokaimaru to negate my special, which he does. So now, Kokaimaru off of the field. We're good to go. I activate my Doodle Doo, send it to the graveyard, get a copy of Fancies plus Dropsies. I did tell you the Polymerization was a top deck. I instantly go into my Butler using the Polymerization plus the cards I had in my hand. I activate the Lamses in the graveyard, chain block with Place. Place will boost up my Butler by 500, with which I could bump over his Borreload Savage. Borreload Savage, gone. I end my turn, and then it's my opponent's turn. Now, I know he has Doki Doki in his hand, right? I have to see what he does with it. He normals out Doki Doki. I instantly kill the Doki Doki. The other card he had in his hand was the Supplier. Again, he already went through 3 copies of the Guardian, and normal Supplier, Special Supply, he can't do anything with it. So he essentially gave up at this point because he used this Supplier to bump into my Butler. So I just go into my battle phase, end the game. This was a legit comeback, guys. Insane comeback off the board. But anyways, that's the game, guys. Again, I do have a Twitch and a Discord. Links are in the description. This is JPP Duel signing off for today. See you guys in the next video. Peace!